I've always been a fan of horror stories. The kind that float around the internet, passed between message boards and forums. I'd read all the classics, Slender Man, Jeff the Killer, Candle Cove. So when a new scary story started trending, I was eager to check it out. It was called The Dark Man in the Live Stream. The premise seemed simple enough. People claimed that if you streamed late at night, around 3 a.m., and you were alone in your room, a shadowy figure, dubbed the Dark Man, would appear in the background. At first it would only be glimpses, a fleeting shadow near the edge of the frame or a flicker of movement that you'd convince yourself was just a trick of the light, but as you continued to stream he'd appear more clearly, closer each time, until eventually, well, no one seemed to know what happened next. The stories always ended abruptly, with the streamer either going offline or the recording cutting out. Most people brushed it off as just another urban legend. But it started gaining traction when some big-name streamers began talking about it. A few even claimed to have seen the Dark Man themselves, but there was never solid proof, just rumors and jump-scare clips that could be easily faked. Being the skeptic and horror junkie that I am, I figured I'd try it out for myself. I didn't really believe in it, but the idea of live streaming a haunted experience was too tempting. Plus, I had a small audience that enjoyed spooky stuff, so I thought it'd make for a fun stream. I set up my equipment in my room, just a basic webcam, a ring light, and my laptop. It was about 2:45 a.m. when I went live. I titled the stream Summoning the Dark Man as a joke and started talking to the few viewers that trickled in. I explained the legend and chatted about other creepy internet stories while we waited for the clock to hit 3 a.m. As expected, nothing happened at first. The chat was having fun, teasing me about how brave I was for trying it. Honestly, I started to feel a little silly sitting there in my dimly lit room waiting for some made-up internet boogeyman. Then, about 20 minutes in, someone in the chat typed, "Dude, did anyone else see that?" My heart skipped a beat, but I played it off. "See what?" I asked, leaning closer to the screen. I scanned my room on the webcam and saw nothing out of the ordinary. Just my bed, the door to my closet, and my desk. "Something moved behind you," another user said. I felt a little nervous, but I was pretty sure it was just someone trying to mess with me. Still, I glanced behind me just in case. Nothing. The stream went on, and after a while people started claiming they saw more. "There! By the closet door!" one person wrote. "I swear I saw a shadow." I turned again, but the closet was closed. There was nothing there. At this point I thought my viewers were just trying to freak me out. I even joked, "You guys are getting really into this, huh?" But deep down I couldn't shake the uneasy feeling that had settled in my gut. About an hour into the stream, things started getting weirder. I noticed my webcam flickering, like it was struggling to stay on. The screen would glitch for a second, showing pixelated static before returning to normal. I blamed it on my aging laptop, but the chat was relentless. "He's coming," someone said. "Don't turn around." The way they said it, like they actually believed it, made my skin crawl. I laughed nervously and kept talking, but my eyes kept darting to the webcam feed. I saw nothing unusual. Then in the middle of a sentence, I froze. There was a shadow in the corner of the screen, right by my closet. At first I thought it was just a trick of the lighting, maybe the ring light casting a weird shadow, but as I stared at it, the shadow shifted. It moved, just slightly, like someone shifting their weight from one foot to the other. I turned around so fast my chair nearly tipped over. The closet was still closed, the room empty, but when I looked back at the screen, the shadow was gone. The chat exploded. "Dude, what was that? I told you not to turn around. He's in the room." I wanted to stop the stream. Every instinct told me to shut the laptop and walk away, but I didn't. I felt frozen, like I couldn't leave until I knew what was happening. The glitching got worse. Every time the screen flickered, I saw something. Someone in the background. A figure, tall and dark, standing just out of focus, closer than before. Then my closet door creaked open. I hadn't moved, I hadn't touched it, but there it was, slowly swinging open, revealing nothing but darkness inside. My pulse was racing, the chat was going insane. "Get out! Shut it down! He's right there!" I stared at the closet, my mind screaming at me to move, to do something, but I couldn't. I couldn't even reach for the laptop to end the stream. I just sat there, paralyzed, watching as the door opened wider and wider, the darkness inside growing deeper, thicker, like it was swallowing the light from my room. The last thing I remember before the stream cut out was seeing him. The Dark Man, standing just inside the closet, his face obscured in shadow, but his eyes, God, his eyes, glowing faintly in the dark. And then, nothing. The screen went black. The stream was over. When I finally snapped out of it, the closet door was closed again. My room was silent. I checked the stream recording, but there was nothing. Just an hour of footage with occasional static. No shadow, no dark man. I haven't streamed since. I can't bring myself to. But sometimes, late at night, I'll catch a glimpse of something out of the corner of my eye. A flicker of movement, a shadow shifting in the corner of the room. And every time, I'm afraid to turn around.